Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's seulgiicy here. First off, thanks again to everyone for 1,000 subscribers. As a little celebration video, or in this case, videos, I decided to do a Q&A, which is this video, and also a reacting to you guys' kpop opinions, which is either already out on my channel, or coming very soon. Thanks to everyone who submitted questions and opinions. And now let's get into the Q&A.
Oh my gosh, don't you know I'm a savage?
So, the first question is, how are you? Well, thanks for asking. I am doing okay, not the best, but not bad at all. How are all you guys doing? I hope you're feeling great. Now question 2 is, how did you get into K-pop? I got into K-pop mainly through Blackpink. In 2019, I did a karaoke with my friends, and I don't know how, but Kill This Love ended up playing even though we did not know Blackpink back then LMAO. So I got into K-pop through Kill This Love by Blackpink. Also Dynamite by BTS and Who Dis by Secret Number also helped me get into the world of K-pop, but it was mainly really Blackpink. 0. Absolutely none sadly. I spend all of my pocket money on manga instead lol. Gotta fuel my multiple hobbies. Question 4. What's your favorite video in your channel? At the moment I would have to go with my ITZY Kill My Doubt album review. I think I did a pretty good job on that one. I also really like my July review and the video about K-pop groups that aren't for me. Question 5 is more of a series of questions. Anyway, how is life treating ya? I'll be honest, not too well at the moment, which is why I'll be going on a short break soon, but don't be too worried about me. What's your thoughts on TXT's collab with the Jonas Brothers? I enjoyed it. I said in my July monthly review that I found it a little bit too basic, but it's fun and a nice listen nonetheless. And do you get affected by all the hate and negativity in K-pop? It honestly depends. I'm kind of immune to a lot of stuff, but there are always some things which are gonna get to me and make me question humanity, but I guess that's part of the package deal lol. And finally, the person added stay healthy, so thank you. You too. Okay, so next series of questions. What do you think is the best K-pop song ever created? This one is easy for me. It's Anti-Fragile hands down. What's a group you believe is underrated? Okay, moving on lol. If you could control the output of any K-pop group, who would they be and how would you change their schedule? Honestly, that's such an interesting question. So, who would I pick? I would choose my Moon Girls in a heartbeat. I would bring them back from disbandment, I miss them so much. And also, I would make the line distributions fair. Luna have both a cute and badass side, so I would use it to its advantage, kind of like Red Velvet's, which, from Velvet to Red concepts, I feel like it could be very marketable, with the cute comebacks being the bright side of the moon, and the badass the dark side of the moon or something like that. Also, I would try to actually continue their lore. Another thing I would do would be to use the units more. Luna really has always had so much potential. Fuck BBC for not treating them right. Oh, and final important detail. I would actually pay the girls for their hard work. Question 7. Do you like to sing or dance? Yes, I love both, although I'm not excellent at either. I know a few K-pop choreos and did 3 years of dance when I was a child. I also did some singing classes for multiple years, but I stopped after my teachers changed and became horrible. Like I said before, my first exposure to K-pop aside from Gangnam Style was Kill This Love in 2019. Followed by Dynamite and Who Dis in 2020, but I didn't start actively listening and standing K-pop until April 2021. To be honest, I don't listen to new jeans or stan them, but cause they are so popular I always end up hearing their songs. Compared to their previous releases, I feel like this mini isn't as good. It felt a bit repetitive, like each song was only relying on the hook. Also, why were all these songs so short? Anyway, it's not bad, but new jeans can definitely do better. Okay, now question 10. What's your favorite and least favorite kind of album packaging? I'm going to be honest, since I don't own any albums, my knowledge on this subject is very limited. I can say, however, I'm not a big fan of those with the clear CD cases, and it's basically just the CD. I prefer the most fancy presentations with all the photo book stuff. I'm assuming in the second part of your question, you mean why are my favorite and least favorite albums based on music, so that's what I'll answer. I think I can't choose a single favorite album. So here are a few of my favorites. I really love Red Velvet's 2020 to Feel My Rhythm mini album. It's so perfect to me. I also really love Ordinary by Stray Kids, all of Billy's mini albums. Those are my favorites. Question 11. Your fave K-pop group. LE SSERAFIM and Billy are both my top 1 groups. My fave K-pop song is Anti-Fragile, and my second fave would be Boca by Dreamcatcher. What do I think about Wake One as a company? Fuck Wake One, that's what I think. They suck, and I hate them for doing less than the bare minimum for Kepler and sabotaging them. Also fuck Mnet for using Girls' Planet and Kepler as a test before Boys' Planet. Treat women better. There are way too many shitty companies for me to pick one singular company as the worst. And last but not least, how do I always slay? Well, first, thank you. The truth is I don't always slay. But I just do my best in life and try to be me. I try to make videos and do things that I like and that are well crafted, so that other people like you can enjoy them too. At the risk of sounding corny, you guys also slay because you all followed me. So thank you. Next question. What do I think of vocal tears and dance tears? Well, not an expert at all. Sure, I have done dancing and singing, but a long time ago. When I was a child, and it was in French anyway. I don't really have much of an opinion on these tears. Maybe they lack a little nuance in my opinion. But that applies to basically all tier and rating systems. I think there is some truth to them. But it definitely shouldn't be the sole tool that we use to define good dancers and vocalists. What about you guys? What do you think of these tiers? Now onto question 13. How do you get ideas? TBH, I do follow some trends, but I honestly get my ideas while listening to music. I mostly do reviews, so it's not too hard to come up with. If I'm listening to a song, I might get an idea on a video to make about it, whether it is to praise or critique the song. Next, how did you come up with your username? Well, seulgiicy is my ultimate bias, and at the time I had one of the lyrics from Birthday by Red Velvet stuck in my head. The lyric rejoicing something in Korean. Icy, and so I combined that to make my username, which I am quite proud of. And finally, who is my bias in ITZY? It's Chae Ryung, and it has always been her. Now let's get to question 14. If you were to debut in a pop group, what position do you think you would be in? Well, judging by my skills, I'd definitely be the sub-vocalist, with only a few ad-libs lol. Now question 15. If you could only listen to one K-pop group, who would it be? It's a really tough question to answer, and I've given it a proper amount of though. And my conclusion is, I'd have to go with Billy because of how solid their discography is. They have a lot of variety in their music and every song is top tier. Question 16. What are a couple of groups you want to stan but haven't got into them yet? Well, I'm not too sure because at the moment, I've basically stanned every group I am interested in stanning. I guess 8 turn. I said in a previous video that I stan them, but I don't know enough about them to stan yet TBH. Also, Triple S is releasing such good music and basically begging me to stan at this point now. NCT has also been growing on me lately, yes I know. Shocker. The girl group Adya is kind of interesting, and there are some new groups set to debut, which I might stan, but yeah, that's it. Question 17. Are there any groups you refuse to stan? If so, why? Well, I made a video kind of on the same topic, so you can watch that to see. Although I kind of want to take both NCT and Triple S off of that list and add on Zikers. Next question is anything that inspired you to start a YouTube channel, other KTube channels, especially Winner Rosie, Taiju, Ever Glow Up, Yoshified, Planet Minjay, and Titty. The next question is how do you stay motivated to post? Love your vids. Well, first off, thank you very much. I'm really glad you like my videos. The truth is I am not always motivated. You can tell there are certain periods where I've posted less because of lack of motivation, but I guess what helps for me is that I always have plenty of video ideas. It's just the task of making them, which can be overwhelming at times. It's the same thing when I write my novels. I wish I could skip to the finished product. Usually, when I'm unmotivated, I try to go do something I like, to put me in a better mood and give me more mental energy to tackle editing a video or something. Hope this advice helps. Now onto question 20, which is asking about my pet peeves. TBH, I don't think I have many. In general, I think people who take the window seat on a plane and don't look out of it is a pet peeve of mine. Like, why take the window seat in the first place? In Kpop, one of my pet peeves is people who eat up everything their alts put up and don't use critical thinking. I also dislike when someone makes a channel solely based on sharing their edgy K-pop opinions all the time. Please be more nuanced. Also, anyone who uses the term pick me, here's where you belong, the trash. Also, another pet peeves of mine is when people deal slowly in card games. I'm sorry. And now for the final question, who are my favorite K-tubers? Well, here's a quick list. My favorite K-tubers are Suya Nation, OECFim, Acid, NC Titty, Winner Rosie, Stakor, Everglow Up, Taiju, Nabikor, K-pop Mood, Stormburn, Yoshified and Noodles Miyan. Anyways, that's it for the Q&A. I hope you liked it. I'm really happy that I've now finally completed this video. I'll see you guys really soon in the August monthly review. I hope you all have a great day, and thanks again for 1K. Now 1.2K subscribers. Your support means a lot. Bye.